Greetings, fellow dungeon delvers, and welcome to Dorans and Dragons. My name is Justin, and today I'm bringing you something a little different. We're bringing you a trailer breakdown of the new Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Here's the thing. We're a team of thieves.
Alright, so let's meet our adventuring party. From left to right, we have Michelle Rodriguez looking jacked and intimidating as a barbarian named Holga. Chris Pine appears to be the charming as ever bard named Elgin, who plays the lute and is the mastermind of the team.
What is it exactly that you bring to this?
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
you make plans that fail.
No,
He also plays the lute.
not relevant.
Justice Smith, who I loved in Detective Pikachu, is Simon, a sorcerer who we'll see dropping some knowledge and some spells later on. Sophia Lillis from the It movies is here as Doric the Tiefling Druid, causing quite a bit of pandemonium on Twitter at the moment. We have Regé Jean Page playing a paladin named Zank, who looks stunning in his armor and has a pretty cool weapon we'll see later on. And then we have Hugh Grant as Forge Fletcher the Rogue, who seems to be the face of the party and is clearly doing something mischievous in this scene. Okay, so based on the fight we see later, this appears to be the entrance to the Red Dragon's lair. We'll get to him soon enough, though.
And when you do this, you're bound to make enemies.
Now later on in the trailer, we do see Simon wearing this helm, and it appears to increase his casting ability, let him cast a shockwave spell that radiates throughout the entire castle. But even after taking a look, I don't see any magic items in the game currently that do this kind of thing, so I'm kind of excited to see what they come up with.
Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge.
Okay, now this is one of the parts of the trailer that really make me feel like someone who gives a crap about D&D is sitting in the writer's room. This is a black dragon firing a 5-foot wide acid breath weapon, and look at the devastation it's causing. I freaking love it.
Truth be told,
My truth be told, I love all of the on-location film shooting they must have done for this movie.
we helped the wrong person steal the wrong thing. We didn't mean to unleash the greatest evil the world has.
Okay, now this is very highly likely a lich. You've got spooky undead looking guy with a bunch of cult followers, seemingly being empowered by a blood soul magic item.
Ever known.
Here's someone casting what seems to be the slow spell, because it's an area of effect spell, and it seems to be catching those arrows and halting Michelle Rodriguez in it.
But we're gonna fix it.
So how do we pull that off? Figure it out over a drink?
Probably best.
And as we all know, the best made plans are made in the tavern.
To give us a fighting chance, we're gonna need strength. You got this, right?
I know you don't.
Now I'm really curious, is this axe a magical item or something that just, one of the dragons just blew fire on it or something? I love how absolutely brutal she is without even a weapon.
We also need courage.
Ooh, is that a divine smite I see winding up? Dude's got a dagger in his sword. I don't know if that's really a paladin thing, but I'm here for it.
Magic. And you. What is that again? It's an owlbear.
And right about here is where Twitter collectively lost their minds because Herder, the owlbear, is a monstrosity, not a beast, so you can't wild shape into it. Now, granted, I didn't actually know that. This was new information for me. But in the reality, who cares? This is really cool. And honestly, if I were DMing for a druid who asked me, hey, can I wild shape into an owlbear? As long as they met the CR requirements for their wild shape, I'd probably be okay with it. It's, rule of cool right there. All right, so I've looked on the internet a few places, and I haven't really seen anyone come to a consensus on who this guy is. I'm going to go out there and say maybe it's some sort of gargoyle with those magical golden lines flecked in it. If you know what it is, head down to the comments and let me know. I'd love to hear. All right, now this is your classic Dimension Door spell. That's not on the Druid spell list, though, so I'm guessing Simon cast it for her. Either way, still really cool to see visual representation of it.
Go on.
I love the escape rope here. As any good DM and any good adventuring party will tell you, always have your means of escape pre-planned. All right, now it looks like we have some sort of subterranean city here. I'm guessing it's the Underdark, but I'm not 100% sure.
Evil here.
Okay, that is a sick looking version of Green Flame Blade.
I'm glad he's on our side.
All right, now this looks like to be some sort of lightning spell, obviously, but I can't tell if it's going to be a shocking grasp, a lightning bolt, a witch bolt. I've heard some conjecture online, but I'm going to go with probably lightning bolt until we see otherwise. All right, now here we have what clearly is the shield spell. However, what's a little confusing is shield spells don't really work against any sort of dex saving throw abilities like fireball. So we have to assume then that that was a fire bolt, but it does have that splash afterwards, so definitely a little confusing, but still really cool.
This one's dangerous.
And I'm sure the mimic needs no introduction to anybody. I feel like through cultural osmosis, most people are aware of what a mimic is, but if not, hey, it's a mimic. Don't put your hands in there.
But whatever happens.
All right, now with this one, we have kind of a twofer here. So we have the Displacer Beast leaping at the party, and the party choosing to avoid said beast by jumping into a gelatinous cube, which is clearly the corrosive kind based on the skeleton that's already sitting inside of it. I can't wait to see how that resolves itself, but I'm excited. All right, when I first watched this trailer, I thought these might be magic missiles. However, looking back at it, obviously they missed. So I'm going to go with Ray of Frost maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, now that was a Misty Step and a pretty sick looking one if we're being honest. And I just love how it highlights how you can use it in game to give yourself that verticality that you need to escape some threats.
We'll be ready.
All right, so we're back in the dragon's lair, and I have to assume this is a red dragon based on the fire breath that we showed earlier.
What is it exactly that you bring to this?
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
you make plans that fail.
No,
He also plays the lute.
not relevant.
All right, so that was my breakdown and reaction to the new Dungeons and Dragons movie trailer. If you can't tell, I'm psyched, and it really seems like they did their homework. Owlbear shenanigans notwithstanding, head on down to the comments section and let me know your thoughts. We have 3 more Battle of the Builds matches this weekend that'll be streamed over on our Twitch, which you can find in the link tree down below. And thanks again to the people who support us over on Patreon. I really can't thank you all enough. Hopefully we'll catch you on the Rift or in the Forgotten Realms.